Hello, my name is Nick Grimaldi, and I'm here today to give you a short, quick lesson on how to fish top water. Right now, I'm up in Silver Lake, New Hampshire, and I'm fishing with the Buzzin' Hitchhiker. I have a speed core on here, and I recommend a 7-foot pole. And I also recommend a good braided line. I'm using 14-pound test with a snap, a quick release. They call it dual lock clip. That's so I can get it off real quick. Now, I also have a spinning pole. The spinning reel is a left-hand retrieve. I'm right-handed, so that means my power is in my right hand. My left hand is my retrieving, and my right hand is for my action. Now, I'm going to make it short and quick. What I'm doing here now is I'm fishing the shoreline. I'm looking for the warmest temperature of the lake. This is the first day that I'm fishing here. I already caught one over 4.5 pounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you real quick how to use this on top water. And what's important is a 7-foot medium fast action pole. Now this is an NRX, which is a medium fast. It's called a extra fast medium, and which is what I want. I want that, especially for smallmouth bass. Now I'm going to show you in a couple of seconds how to use this. This is called a Buzzin' Hitchhiker. It's a top water lure. Now the wind right now is blowing in with me, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast into the wind, and then I'm going to bring the lure back into me. Now you can purchase these. These are all handmade. It's all made out of steel. It's got the finest. It's got a front and rear hook on it. It's got the finest hooks on here, the sharpest. They're nickel coated. And this is a top water lure that's designed to go over the weeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you to an area now, and I'm going to show you a demonstration of a Buzzin' Hitchhiker. Now you can purchase these yourself on www.ezfishlures.webs.com. They're $14.95 each, and plus the shipping. I recommend get 2 or 3. You can change the body on here. You can put a lizard, which I cut the 2 front off. You can put a snake on it. You could put a frog on it. It's basically the same frame. All you're doing is you're taking off the snap in the back, and once you take that snap off, you take the hook with the snap, you can change the body. All you have to do is push it down evenly like this. Now, you could put all different number of bodies on here, whatever you want. The best thing that I find is a flat body like this one with dual legs. They work the best. And what you do is you bring this to the water with slight twitches like this, so that this way here the legs will work, the prop will spin, and it looks real to them. They respond very quickly to it. Okay, now, this lure is patented by me. I did not build these to sell. I built it mainly to catch fish, and that's what I've done. I've done that, and I've also found that I've designed what they call a Speed Wind Dancer. Now, the Speed Wind Dancer is designed to go over the weeds. This lure here wobbles like this and spins, so it goes over the top of the weeds. The hook rides up, so the fish come down on it, they nail it. Now this here also won't rot out. The hooks are all the best I can get, all handmade. Now, I'm not a company. I'm a fisherman just like you want to be, or you are. And I designed these lures mainly to catch fish, not fishermen. So it's handmade. I make it here, and I'm an American citizen. I make it here in the United States, all quality American parts. I hope they're all quality American parts. So far, I mean, it's stainless steel, and they last forever. The only thing you may have to change is after maybe 10, 15 fish is the swim body, depending on what hits it. Now, I use one for the weeds, which is the Speed Wind Dancer. Okay. Now, the Speed Weed Dancer will spin and it wiggles like this. So that this way here, you have a nice rhythm to it. And the best thing about it is each one of these lures are made where you can match the hatch. Now let me get you over there and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about and how I work it. The important thing too at this time of the year is accuracy. Accuracy in casting is very important because you want to get that lure right where you want it to be. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you now up the shoreline here, and I'm going to show you how important it is for accurate casting. Right now I'm looking at the Whiteface Mountains in New Hampshire, and it's a beautiful day today, 72 degrees. Water temperature right now is 67 degrees, and the fishing has been phenomenal. It's been terrific. But like I said, you have to use the right lure to match the hatch. The right lure, the right color, and put it in the right spot, and you'll hit yourself a home run every time. Otherwise, you're going to come out. Now, I'm going to go right up the shoreline here, and I got to make this short and sweet because I don't have much time on this film. We're going to come up here now and shut down the fish finder, shut down the motor, because that fish finder will alert them. I'm sure there's a sound in there. People say it doesn't make any difference. It does make a difference to me, and I think it makes a big difference. But what is important today is the casting distance. Now, when you cast this out, this is where a 7-foot rod comes in. Because we're in clear water right now. Okay, so this clear water, they can see you. You don't want them to see you. Cast it out, and you bring it in, just like I'm doing now. Slight twitches. You can hear the loon out there. This, by the way, is a beautiful fishing paradise up here. See how I'm working that lure? I'm not buzzing it, I'm just working it with slight twitches. This is called the buzzing hitchhiker. Now, what I'm doing is, I'm searching the docks that I'm coming up against right now, and I'm running it. Now you notice I'm casting into the wind, or I'm casting it into a cove where a fish could be trapped, or he could have a bed in there, or he could trap whatever he wants to eat. That's what you want. You want to bring it to an area. See, like I'm bringing it now. First I'm doing the outside of the dock. You see how I work that? Now you see how it looks in the water? See the action of those legs? That's what you want to do. You want that action. This lure will always ride true. See how important it is, accuracy. I'm getting it right near that tree, as close as I can underneath it, without hanging up in the tree. And I'm searching the... Most of the time, what I've noticed is that bass will come out, especially in clear water. They will come out 25 feet to hit it. I've seen them shoot out, especially largemouth, smallmouth. They'll shoot out, they'll slam it. Now, in a situation like this, if you can, fish the shoreline horizontally. In other words, bring it into the wind, but bring it down the shoreline like I'm doing now. That way you're searching the whole area. You see how I'm working that? I got a wind over here right now, which is making it a little difficult for me. But hey, I got to go with the flow. So now, you see what I'm doing here? I'm bringing it down with the shoreline, and I'm casting into the wind. That's why a spinning reel is very important. Because if you have a casting reel, you might wind up, if you go to cast light lures, you're going to wind up with a bird's nest, or you can't get that distance you want, especially if you use a lighter lure. This lure is not that light. It's about maybe 3 outs. See, what I'm doing now is I'm searching. Like I said, I haven't fished this, but the basic idea is to get the knowledge of working the shoreline like I am. Now, you could use a walker, you could use a popper, you could use a twin prop bait, but bring it in slow with the water. And when you get a hit and you get that fish, remember the distance you casted it. Remember what you did, how it worked. Try and pick up the pattern. Get the boat in the same position every time, because that's telling you of what the fish want, and that's telling you how you're going to catch them. So this is important. Everything that I just explained to you is important. Try and get the distance as long as you can. See, now I'm not really, if I can't get underneath the tree, I'll go on the outside. I always fish the outside first. Now, over here I got a pine tree, I've got a dock. So I'm going to run it down as close as I can to the dock. You see how I'm going down with the shoreline. This is a great way to search out a bass. You'll see them sometimes follow it. If they follow it, that means that lake's got a lot of pressure. Usually they hit it right away. See how I'm twitching that? I'm twitching and reeling. This is important. Okay. Now I'm going to take the outside of the dock, throw it out past the dock, and then when you reel it in, try to reel it in as close as you can to the dock on the outside edge. See, because if there's a bass out there, he's underneath the dock, this is where he expects it to come from. He doesn't expect it to come from any other direction. He expects us to come in from the outside. That's why it's important that you got these long casts. Now, if you're interested in purchasing any of these lures, www.easyfishlures.webs.com. But this is just a lesson, a short lesson on how to fish a topwater lure properly. Thank you for viewing this, and remember, folks, please practice catch and release. Have a little respect for these creatures. They've been here for billions of years, and they're a lot of fun, and for generations to come, and for yourself. See, I just had a smallmouth follow it. See, and I got too close to him. He saw me, backed off. So we're going to try down this shoreline. There's one there. See? Now when that happens, what you do is you throw it back. You just keep running it. You check the hooks, make sure there's no weeds. Run it back. Run it back. This time running a little bit faster. That'll really aggravate him. He's pushing it away. Now, if he doesn't hit it this time, I know where he is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to aggravate him. And that's something I'm getting pretty used to. Oh. I'm not going to use the same lure because he may have seen it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put on a walker. And the walker is going to aggravate the heck out of him. We're going to put the walker on. And these walkers I modified. Now what you do is you take the walker and run it past it, that same spot, and then try and walk it down. See? See the way I'm walking that? He knows something's wrong. He knows there's something wrong because he would have hit that. He may have seen me. Or somebody may have just passed through here. Try and keep that walker in the strike zone. It could be a small fish. A small fish will push it away and not eat it. But this is a free lesson. Give you an idea. I'm going to play with this for a little longer, but I haven't got much time on this video. Sometimes you could change the color as well. Thank you. Have a great day. May God bless you all.